gonna make the profiles boom, 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 boom. What they is, I'm gonna tell you exactly what it is today on Gunner's Profiles. What it is real life, real talk by a real one who really did it. What it isn't, and it ain't never gonna be, is tomfoolery, fakeness, added preservatives, bullshit. Spence on la tira, homes, as much as you want it. No fakery here, just some realness. And as you can see by that thumbnail, oh yes, brother, sprinkle them in. Thumb, 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 thumb. Who would have ever thunk it? That's that one cat right there, crispy and clean and back on the scene, Milk 74. Hey, first and foremost, respects to Milk 74. You know what? I'm just going to keep it real. I like his shit. I like his channel. I like where he goes with his reactions. I like that he doesn't fake the funk. Okay? Now, there's a lot of people out there that have been asking me questions about why don't I do collabos with Milk 74? Do I conversate with Milk 74? How do I feel about Milk 7? First of all, it's none of my business what he's got going on. That's first and foremost. That's right off the tippy top. That depends on that guard. I don't care, guard, right? I don't care. But what I do care about is realness. And I will say, man, indubitably, this guy keeps it as real as I can say real is kept. You know, ever since I came into this YouTube game, I've been watching Milk 74. It's a channel that I'm definitely subscribed to. It's a channel that, you know, is popping. He likes to do reactions. Now I see, just like myself, man, he gets caught up in a lot of tumultuous things going on here on YouTube. When you're making that bread, homes, when you're prospering, when you're doing the righteous thing for you and yours, you're always going to get some motherfuckers trying to drag you down, troll you, get on your headpiece. You know, when deep down inside, they're just in love with the tipper. You know what I mean? They're just in love, bro. It ain't nothing to it but to do it. You got to have thick skin in this shit. I've said it before. That guy Milk 74 right there in the thumbnail definitely has that. It's white skin and it's thick, right? Now trip out. He's always going to be the one looked at as the outside looking in. Just based on the colore of his skin, homes, the color, right? I'm a light-skinned motherfucker, homes, but I'm brown and proud. I'm Chicano as fuck. And Davato, although he is a white man, he definitely is from Hoover, 7-4. That's established. Okay, he's had to go to the hood. He's done established that. People ask him, why isn't he in the trenches? Why isn't he out there on the block? Why isn't he in the... This motherfucker don't want to get shot. Are you kidding me? There's haters out there, man. When you're in the YouTube game, man, and you live that gang lifestyle or anything, or you come from that gang lifestyle, you know how to move. Anyone who's well educated and knows anything and is seasoned in the game knows how to move. You don't let people know how you're moving, because when you do, guess what? You got to tuck it and just say, fuck it. See this man right here? We know how he moved, and look what happened. Spence on la tira, rest in peace, Nip, right? I'm a cold motherfucker, huh? I'm talking about a Hoover with a 60 on my chest, right? But look, at the end of the day, we're all guys trying to get to that bag. We're all guys trying to spread our message. Now, a lot of people ask me about Milk 74. Why haven't you ever collabed with them? First and foremost, I've never sat down and had a conversation with this individual. I know we have two different mentalities and two different ways of shooting our shit. Two different ways of reacting to certain situations. Now, do I think that me and him could have a conversation one day? Quite possibly. You know, as long as he's not under the assumption that I'm some piece of shit, that I'm all bad, that I'm this, that I'm that, has nothing to do with him, and he has nothing to do with me as far as his business, his hood business. I see him as what he says he is, and that's a Hoover. I have a lot of respect with the Hoover Groovers. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you about the history between me and the Hoovers. You got to understand, man, that I did a lot of time as a youth in the Youth Authority. And in the California Youth Authority, they were a dominant group, meaning there was a lot of Hoovers down south in Southern California in Fred C. Nellis, the time bomb. Yes, indeed. I wrote graffiti, right? I was there on that bus. So I know what time it is when it comes to the Hoovers, how they're affiliated, how they handle their business, how they get off where they're mad at, how they ain't fucking around, ecto, right? So I know what it is. So I gained a lot of respect both ways between myself and the Hoovers. And I'll never forget some of the situations that they helped me out in and some of the situations that I also helped them out in. For there will be a forever respect. See, when you're in the game and you're a righteous individual, homes, and you're really doing it in real life, not for fakeries and funneries, but for real liferys, right? Then you come to an understanding in a menudo style, in a direct fashion, that game recognized game, realness recognized real, and steel sharpened steel. And hey, Sasuke, shout out to all them Hoovers, right? Because they were really doing it. You know, they handled their business. They gang banged. And that's just what it was back in them days in the 90s, homes. It was all about gang bangery, right? Not that. Get your head out the gutter. You know what I mean? Say that for your mother. Now, trip out. Milk 74 is one of the most ridiculed, talked about people on YouTube. I myself fall into that category. A lot of people got my name in their motherfucking dentals. Just mad if the gun's gonna knock out their frontals, right? I feel like Novocaine. I'm in everybody's mouth numbing them, right? Got me all in their taste buds. But at the same time, I play my cards right, homes. I'm not here to disrespect people and belittle and ridicule, but I am here to keep it realer than real. Realer than real deal, Holyfield on 2 ears. And that's just based on, that's the situation I put myself in, as well as Milk 74 does the same thing. Now, do you think we could ever collab and come together on some shit? Well, that depends on street politics. That depends on how that man's feeling. That depends on how I wake up that fucking morning and how I feel. It doesn't go one way, it goes 2 ways. Do I appreciate the value he brings to YouTube, his platform, the reactions? Man, I can't say that I don't. This man right here, Milk 74, is real. You know, now I know a lot of people are going to say, oh, he ain't from my hood, or he ain't from this, or he ain't from that. That's a lot of he said and she said that she said that he said that he ain't. But at the end of the day, that man has established his place on YouTube and has established his place in his hood. You can't deny it. You be trying to lie and you can't fuck with the G. Right? And Spencer, homes, Spencer Latira, as much as you hate him and hate me, homes, we're still going to be here rocking. Okay, for the people, by the people. Now, back in the days, people tried to tell me that Milk 74 felt some type of way about me. So I did my little proper investigations. I got at certain people that knew him and people that know of him. And it came to pass that that man never spoke my name in his mouth, wasn't even tripping off what I had going on, was just doing him. And I respectfully and righteously respected that. You know, I'm not the type to just go in on you just because. I'm not chasing the clout, homes. The clout's chasing me. Okay, I'm not into just fucking directing my anger and my animosity and whatever I have going on at you just because I can or I shall. I shall not and I shan't, right? I won't, just based on that's what real motherfuckers do. You know, if you want to come at me and you want to get at me in some type of sort, what's up, Stick? I got something for your ass, right? Mr. Stick a fork in him. Mr. End your motherfucking YouTube career. Mr. Have you working at Wiener Schnitzel. Mr. Have you working at hot dog on a stick. Hot dog, right? I ain't playing. But at the end of the day, everybody's susceptible to bullshit. Everybody is susceptible to it. You know, people tell you one thing, gets you feeling some type, will get your blood boiling. That's it. Well, fuck that cat. White boy, motherfucker. Sprinkle him in, what? Right? You feel some type of way. But after, like I said, the proper vetting and talking to the right people, I knew that Milk never did that. Now, at one point in time, I'm not going to lie. I'm going to keep it real. I was going to question his ability in his spectacular vernacular homes and say, what's happening? You know what I mean? Do you got some motherfucking funk? You want to get off your chest with your boy one time? Because we could do all that. You know what I mean? I'm about that smoke. But then at the end of the day, I realized, man, that man wasn't talking no shit. That was trolls and that was people. Homes trying to drag him under the bus. And I recognize, Homes game recognized game in the bag, man. So you know what I said? Orale. You know what I mean? I'm going to leave that man alone because that man's just doing him. See, it makes no sense to go step on the next man's toes, Homes, and to go fuck with the next man when he ain't fucking with you. Right? Now, if the motherfuckers out there acting stupid and they're just putting themselves out there, you know what I mean? Then you have to, you must, you shall crack his toenails. That's it. Straight up. For him being the poop butt that he is. He must feel the repercussions for his actions. And we must hold him accountable as brown men. But one thing I will say is as far as Milk 74 goes, I like his reactions. I like what he's got going on and it's nothing but the utmost respect. You know, I want to say that first and foremost. I'm extending my hand to him. As far as a real life motherfucker. Now, I know his politics from his gang and street politics dictate certain people can't mess with certain people. Certain people can't do collabos. Certain people can't fuck with each other. But at the end of the day, Holmes, it's all about being a man. That's what I was taught as a righteous gang member when I was gang banging, Holmes. And as a righteous Norteño and as a righteous brown man, I was educated and taught first and foremost, before you're any of that, you're a man, not a woman, right? Alright, maybe a caveman. So scared. Sans, got you, right? You never know. One never knows does one. But as the wind blows, I will tell you right now, me and that Vato might have to have a conversation and talk about certain things. Because I know the people are fiending for the funk, right? You want to see quite possibly what me and Milk 74 have to say on a collabo tip. and maybe that could be worked out, or maybe it wouldn't be. At the end of the day, hey, fuck it. 2 tears in a bucket. We could take it to the stage. I'm not tripping. But one thing I will say is I respect that man. For people that try to bring his name up in conversation with me and throw him under the bus and talk about, well, he's not really a Hoover. He's a white boy. He can never be a Spanish. On la tira. Con permiso. The wind just blew. I know a lot of righteous white boys that are Hoovers. I know a lot of righteous black guys that ain't. I know a lot of righteous Hoovers that are just Hoover group, right? When it comes to their business, their hood politics, their street gang, whatever they got going on, that's their business, homes. I don't get involved in it. I don't like to ingrain myself in it because I ain't part of that. Okay? When people say that man ain't this and that man ain't going to the trenches, he ain't going to the hood. Hey, when you're getting a little bit of paper about yourself, homes, and you started a platform, homes, that has exploded and you're doing your thing, why? Why? Well, see, if you don't check in, it's mandatory. Bitch, who said it's mandatory? Who said I'm going to go check in the hood and go kick back with the riffraff while they're smoking skante? Who said I'm going to be on the block, susceptible to catching bullets? Who said I'm going to be out there so the blackers can harass me for being a known gang member? Who the fuck said that that's part of the game? Nah, that ain't part of the game, homes. Got the game fucked up. Let me tell you what the game is, bro. Part of the game is getting in the hood, getting up out the hood, homes. Getting what you can to fucking prosper, to show the homies that success is what you need to have, right? The only way to be successful is to move on in life, to move on up, because we're moving on up. Did you think George Jefferson stood in the hood? Fuck that. I see he was up there in a deluxe apartment in the sky. He was kicked. That Walter didn't even want to go downstairs to his motherfucking dry cleaners. That's it. He was like, Tom, you going with me? Right? Tom was like, fuck that. I'm white. Tom didn't want no smoke. Him or Helen. Now, trip out. That's too old school for some of you young bucks. Who the fuck is he talking about? Other than Jefferson, stand up. George was a cold piece, right? This guy, Milk74, he does reaction videos. And a lot of people hate the fact that they think he's in everybody's business. But as a YouTuber, I'm here to tell you, it's not about being in everybody's business. It's about bringing you what's real, what's the news. See, just like CNN, Fox News, all these, they have news. That's it. You turn it on in the morning as you get your chanate, you want to see what's going on. You want to know if the asteroid's going to fucking hit you in the head, or if the hurricane's going to blow you that way, or if a mamon's going to blow you this way, right? You need to know what's going on in the world because that's part of the everyday life, homes. That's ingrained as a young child, man, to turn on the news. Our Jefito did it. Everybody wants to know what's going on around them. It's called awareness, homes. It's part of being real. Okay? Well, we're here to bring you Hood 101 news. We're here to bring you the shit from the streets, the shit that's talked about on Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube. As Spence on la tira, someone had to do it. It just happened to be a fucking brown man and a white man that claims a black gang. Spence on la tira. That's just fucking what it is. Respect is to be expected, homes, because respect is real. Respect it, respect it, the deal. Lie, cheat, and steal from me. She done kept it on the real, boo. She kill for me, she will for me. She real for me, because we get down like what? What song is that? Order the DMX, rest in peace. Now look, this guy reacts to videos and puts his 2 cents in, gives you his perspective on certain situations, and you got to respect that. Whether you like the individual or not, at least he's bringing you the latest and the greatest of what's going on in the hood and the street politics. I myself, I'm all over the place with this shit. You know how I does it because it don't stop. A little bit of comedy, a little bit of realness, never no fakery or fuckery because I don't do that. I do the big, big, bang, bang, and the buckery, right? That's just how I does it because it won't stop. But at the end of the day, man, we both have our platforms and we both are righteous individuals just trying to bring you the best that we possibly can to make your day a better day, right? Now, what you have is a lot of trolls and a lot of people that hate on him just because he's a white man from a black gang. Well, check out, homes. Once you get jumped into a water or a hood or whatever, you cease being an ethnicity. You cease being a white man. You cease being a black man or a brown man, homes. You are now a Hoover, a Crip, a Blood, a Norteño, a Southsider, Sureño, a fucking Latin King, boom, whatever you are, even a wood, brother. You know what I mean? I'm a white man. No, you're a wood man, right? What is that? What's the difference? I don't know. I just said that. You fill it up when I let it. I'll take half a tank. I got a little bit of bread. Now, look. People ask me about Milk, and I'm here to tell you, stop asking me about that man. I don't know nothing about what's going on with him other than what I see on YouTube. Will I work with him? I'm willing to. Will he work with me? That's a question you're going to have to ask him. Do I respect him? Absolutely. Do I care about if he can go back to hood or if he's in the trenches or if he's in good standings or if he told on someone or any of that? I don't give a fuck about none of that, homes. I look at him as a grown man doing his thing, and I don't judge him based on nothing. I've never seen no paperwork. I've never seen him get punked. I've never seen none of that. If anything, man, he pulls up, pops out, and shows up and shows out and does what he does, right? I can never speak ill about that man because I know a lot of people like to throw him under the bus, and I know they do myself the same way, you know, and all I can say is, hey, homes, we know what it is like. Respects. A lot of people like to disrespect the gente, homes, that are just trying to do their pinchy job. Or to look me in the eyes when I'm talking to you, right? Fuck all that. Get up, Chucky, and get down, Spider. You know what I mean? Everyone could do it. Everyone knows how to squeeze, right? And I ain't talking about lemons, that's it, right? So trip out. As far as the questions people are asking me about Milk 74, you know, hey, do you think he's a real Hoover? I don't know, and I don't care. If you ask me if the motherfucker says he's from 74 Hoover, then he's from 74 Hoover. And until there's a whole bunch of Hoovers on TV talking about he's not, well, then I still, you know what I mean? I can't believe everything I read or see. You know, you got to give that man his just due. Stop basing and judging that man on the color of his skin, but judge him on the content of his character, okay? Now, oh, but why does he try to act black? Who gives a fuck how he try? I don't believe in trying to act like something you're not. You know, if that man grew up in that environment, if he was urbanly based off of whatever he grew up, the geographical area, Spencer, I can't talk to this morning. The geographical area was predominantly black. Well, guess what, Ding, 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 you got it. He's probably more than that likely, going to be raised as a brother, you know? Same thing with the black man in a brown neighborhood. Orderly, you know what I mean? Don't get mad because that fucking brother said, "Esse," you know what I mean? It's just the way it is. Doesn't make him any more or any less of a man. You know, it's just our products of their environments. Stop trying to divide and conquer. It's not going to work, is it? It's not going to work. Division is not a good word, homes. Multiplication is. There's too many of us. Times that. Times whatever. You feel me? Real game. Knowledge you can't get in college. I have too much spectacular vernacular. I'm telling you, it's for reals. And Milk 74 also doesn't. That's what I see in him that I like. The fact that Vato Homes speaks his mind, isn't scared to say it. Don't spray it. Would, right? Says his thing and handles his business. Like I said, I have nothing bad about him to say, so stop asking me questions about, hey, you see that about he said that fucking T.I. is a poop butt. Well, T.I. is a poop butt. I'm not rata. Spence on la tira, maybe. You know what I mean? I don't know. He was on stand. It looked funny. But one thing I can say is I don't take what he says lightly. I don't disrespect that man. Stop trying to cross me up with them. Stop trying to cross him up with me. If anything, Holmes, I know how to tap in with certain people who know how to tap in with him, and I'm sure he'll tap backwards. And we can make anything happen, whether it be this or that or like that end up. You know? So anyways, with that being said, I wanted to address it because a lot of people ask me, what's up with you and Milk 74? What's up with me and Milk 74? Homie, I'm doing my struggle over here. The struggle was real, and he's doing his thing over there. 2 different lanes. I'm speeding in the fast lane, pedal to the flow, man. Metrophone, about to do my motherfucking thing. And he's doing what he does, cuz it don't stop. He's Hoover grooving, and I'm over here, motherfucking brown pride moving. And you know what it is. So before you try to cross us up and act like we're 2 personalities that don't mesh, or that we have problems with each other, that's furthest from the truth, Holmes. I don't even know that man. That man don't know me. One time I was on a live, he popped up. I was like, is that Milk 74? Sure was, right? Then he popped on out. Now, I don't know if he's feeling some type of way because of what people say about me or what people perceive or think, people that don't even know the real righteous gun, right? But at the end of the day, Holmes, he could tap in just like any other grown man, and we could do whatever. And we can get it on in any type of weather. You know what's fucking on? Anyways, with that being said, Anthony, I just wanted to put that out there because a lot of people ask me about Milk 74. Nothing but respects, Milk. No disrespect at all intended. You know what it is, Holmes. I ain't scared of you, but at the same time, Holmes, there's no reason to be. We're good, brother. With that being said, I hope that you move smooth with a purpose. I hope that at the end of the day, man, you do what you does, because if you really did what you did, then your family would be eating good. It's Thanksgiving coming up, best in next month. So let's get turkeys for everybody. Orderly, Swifty, hand them out. You're good at that shit. You already know what it is. Hey, I got 5 on it. Period. Plain and simple. Look out for the gente. Tamales for everybody. ¿Sabes qué? Bang, bang. You know what it is. If you like this, please hit that like and subscribe with a thumbs up. Remember, Gunners Collective is over there, boom, bangling. Don't forget about me over there. If not, thumbs down. Heavy as the head. Gonna wear guns crown. I'm gonna continue to strive and struggle for what I truly believe in, and that's the coming together of all people. Stop trying to apply pressure and saying that me and Milk got problems. I ain't got no problems with leche. Orale. Cookies. You already know what it is. This is the gun. Bang, banging in that fashion.